Hello, welcome back to Bet Racing Nation here on Sports Tonight Live. I'm delighted to say now when we're joined by Cider Grugi's jockey, Jamie Moore. Good afternoon, Jamie.
Hello, mate. You alright?
Not bad yourself?
Yeah, good, thank you, yeah.
As last year must have been a bit of a surreal experience for you with Cider Grugi scaling the heights that he did. Obviously, there wasn't Sprinter Sacra, but we can't really take too much of that into account because Cider was so consistent and so impressive.
Yeah, it was, yeah. No, it was a good year. He done everything we asked of him apart from one day getting beaten, but apart from that, he was good, so hopefully he can do it again this year.
It's one thing we were talking about a bit earlier is that he answers sort of everyone's critics. The ground was absolutely fine, faster ground, he might have even been better. Cheltenham he's got no problem at seemingly, so for next year he sort of be bomb-proof, even with Sprinter Sacra back.
Yeah, I mean, no horse is bomb-proof, but he's consistent, he can run on fast ground, he can run on soft ground, it doesn't matter, he can go right-handed, left-handed, uphill, downhill, you know, he's one of them horses, it doesn't matter because he's a proper horse, you know.
Yeah,
he's genuine.
He just seems so genuine. I remember you saying that when he sees a fence, he just really wants to go and attack that fence. But as terms of a starting position for him this year, he had that minor surgery about a month ago. Would that how far has that set him back, and what would his starting point be now, if you've got any ideas?
Yeah, I mean, it's set him back 4 weeks. It's not a problem though. He probably just won't be able to run at Chepstow where he started off the season. So I'd imagine he'll probably start off in the Slur Chase, but nothing's set in stone yet. But I think we need to get running to him before the Tingle Creek, really. So,
yeah, I'd imagine you'd have sort of the same targets: the Tingle Creek Champion Chase, obviously, and then the Celebration Chase again.
Yeah, it'll be same sort of thing. There's the Orchid Chase as well, and the Clarence House at Ascot, you know. So I'd imagine it'll be pretty much the same programme as last year.
Yeah, that's the stable star done and dusted. We got there's one that I'm really excited about actually. Is I believe he's going novice chasing. Is Chris P. Green, who was a consistent handicap hurdle last season, maybe a bit over the top when the National Spirit Hurdle came about. But as terms of a novice chaser, I'm quite excited by him.
Yeah, he's a decent horse. He kept running well, and then he kept creeping up the handicap without winning races. And when you're just shy of being a real good horse, you're sort of stuck between a rock and a hard place. So novice chasing, he should be okay, and he should win his couple of novice chases, you know, and then see where we go from there.
Well, I've already penciled out the season and culminating in the centenary for him, so I'm more than hoping for that. But another one that's sort of coming through the ranks, and one that a few people will know a lot less about, is a bumper horse from last season, Puisque du Paar, who we all were at Fontwell, or everyone here in the studio was at Fontwell last season, and he's a big strapping horse. Maybe Fontwell wasn't really right for him.
I think, to be honest with you, I think he got beaten by a very, very good horse. I thought he was fine on the course for that. That didn't really bother me. I honestly just think that the horse that beat him is very decent, and he wasn't as good as him. And I mean, he'll be better when he'll be probably over a distance on softer ground, you know. But he's definitely a decent horse, and he jumps very well, but. He got done for speed that night at Fontwell, and like I say, the horse that beat him, I can't even remember the name of it, but it'd be a horse that definitely followed Charlie Lawson.
I think it's No Manolito that beat him that day, but for sure Puisque du Paar is one for the future, and one that we know almost everything about is Vino Griego, who I feel the handicap has been a bit harsh, putting him up, was it £7 for his second at Aintree, is now off 153, which could be a bit on the steep side.
Yeah, I don't understand it, you know. It's like I've said it a few times. The handicapper started Grush up 11 packs all season long, and he kept winning race after race, and then started Vino Griego went up £7, finishing second. So to me, if they're going to they handicap started Grush exactly how he should be handicapped. They done it, I thought, by the letter, but they need to do that with every other horse in training. Then. Yeah. To go up £7 for getting beaten, it's just me. It's a nail in the coffin for the horse. You know, he's a very good horse, and he'll keep running in decent handicaps. But if he gets lucky, he'll win one. But he'll probably be finishing the second and third of the season.
Yeah, stepping up to 3 miles seemed to help him out no end, especially in the jumping department. He seemed to travel really well for his races last year. One that I'm going to put my neck on the line, and I labelled as the sort of new Vino Griego, is via Sundown, who was a nice novice last year, won a few races. He's got a handicap mark of, I think it's 130, but he's got a bit of room to work with that, I think.
Yeah, he's probably a lot more straightforward than what Vino Griego was. Yeah, he's done everything right. He's definitely a decent horse, and I mean, he goes on bad ground, and he was still babyish last year when he was winning, and he should be a lot more streetwise now on, and he's definitely a decent horse, yeah.
And
I don't know where he'll be starting up, to be honest with you.
No, keep my eye out for Viasana especially. He's one of them in my tracker anyway. And one last one to mention is Violet Dancer, who I saw in a juvenile hurdle at Sundown, and he's absolutely massive. Got no luck in the Fred Winter whatsoever when hampered about 3, maybe 4 times. But I've got my eye on him as one for the future.
Yeah, he's a nice little horse. Yeah, the Fred Winter, I don't know if you remember, but McCoy had a heavy fall in front of the stand at the second hurdle, and I got pushed, I'd say about 11 or 12 horses wide, and we can never get back into the race from them. But he's a horse that he's summered well. He strengthened up a lot because he was always a bit. He's a very rangy horse. He's very gangly. But he's put a bit of muscle on now, and he's definitely a horse that he could be at the right end of the handicap, and he could turn out to be a horse that could win a decent handicap hurdle.
So he's got another season of hurdling before going chasing, I imagine.
Yeah, he definitely will. Yeah, he needs to hurdle another season. Yeah.
So that's everything that I wanted to say. Just a quick question on how is Fruity Uronian. Of course, everyone loves him, so I'd get slaughtered if I didn't ask about him.
Yeah, Fruity's good. Yeah, he's like the others. He's just trotting away, and they're up the cannon. But yeah, he's all right. Looking forward for another season to him. He's been a good old horse over the years, and I mean, I know age is catching up with him, but in fairness, he's a bouncy little horse, and you wouldn't know it. So I'm looking forward to getting back on him. He's a horse that I love riding.
Yeah, thanks for your time today, Jamie. Before we let you go, just one horse to follow for this season. It's not allowed to be Side of Grugy, of course. Of course, Uback is coming back. How has he come back after his injury at home? I completely forgot about him. I apologise for that.
Yeah, he's all right. I think he's going to be a very, very good horse, I mean, apart from Side of Grugy, he's definitely the best horse in the yard,
Okay, well, eagerly awaiting Uback's return then. Thanks for your time today, Jamie, and good luck at Stratford this afternoon.
Oh, yeah, thank you. I need that.
Have a good day.
Cheers, mate.